Okay, so welcome to, I think this is episode 11. So out here at Legacy. So usual workout stuff. I actually had to do some doubles because I'll admit there was one day that I just got home and it was just like, I just passed out. I don't know what it was. I was just super tired after that day. So ended up doing 2 back-to-backs for workouts. So definitely still got the day done. But today, gonna start off with some snap shooting, kind of warm up with that. And of course, as always, bring you guys along with me. So it's funny how things can change. You know, one week you could be great right-handed and not good left-handed, and then the next week after, really great left-handed, not right-handed, then be really great at laning and then terrible at laning the next week. So if you guys are doing drills and you have the field to yourself, or maybe you know you have a little bit of time left and you want to go do some drills, think through what is it that you did poorly that day and then go back to that. So I'm gonna go do some laning, but earlier that adjustment for my left hand felt kind of weak with a further shot. So I don't think it was the paint. The paint shooting's pretty good, so it's shooting pretty straight. So I just need to clearly make some adjustments with that. So you can see it as this terrible thing, or you can see it as a chance for improvement. We'll see how much longer this jersey lasts. But I was actually telling someone this not too long ago, actually someone that was just here. So a tip that I would give you is try to practice like you play as much as possible. So I know it's not ideal to be wearing, like I have my tank top and my jersey like I usually wear at events. I usually have, you know, a t-shirt or dry fit or something like that, and then my jersey. The more that you can practice like you play, the better it's going to be. So whether it's a more mental thing or not, sometimes that little bit of extra pull from your jersey or anything like that, you don't want that to be the difference between you getting an elimination or not. Maybe I'm being too nitpicky, but you should definitely try to practice like you play as much as possible. And then that way, there's nothing new kind of stopping you. I will probably eventually go down to just a t-shirt because it's hot. But if you can at least have it where, okay, I want to try as long as possible to wear, you know, just my jersey, or to wear, you know, what I usually do at an event. And then if it starts to be like, okay, it's getting too hot, or, you know, because usually when you're playing an event, you play a match and then you're done for a little bit, so you have time to rest. You're not like at practice constantly going out and playing more and more and more. So I get that, but if you can be conditioned to have your jersey, it's just going to make it that much easier at the event. So I'm not done yet, but I made it about probably like an hour and a half, maybe a little bit around there. Had to go with just a t-shirt. I guess gives me a moment. So that AC Greg isn't good anymore, but if you use Watch, Learn, Win, you can get 10% off of anything over at mypropeptides.com. So whether it be healing or weight loss, or, you know, there's a bunch of different things that peptides are great for. Do your research, see which is going to be best for you, or definitely feel free to ask Phil or the team over at mypropeptides.com. They'll give you all the information that you need, help you out finding exactly which is going to be best for you. But make sure, again, that you're using that Watch, Learn, Win, so that way you can get 10% off over at the site. So I realized I hadn't done anything with the Dorito yet, so that's what we're going to do next. So what I did was, it felt really weird snap shooting at the end. So what I wanted to do was go back, and as much as I didn't want to do that, there was something about left-handed that felt kind of weird, so I kept going back and doing more of that. So I definitely recommend, whenever you guys are doing drills on your own, try to find what is it that just doesn't feel right, and then just work on it. Like, this is the time that you're able to go and do that kind of stuff. So, you know, rather than, okay, I know I'm a great laner. Okay, yes, practice that, but if your snapshot is off in the snake, well, go jump in the snake and practice in that kind of stuff. So for whatever reason, it felt kind of off. So I went back and finished off my paint with that. Now I gotta get out of this sweaty gear and get back to the house. But yeah, so tell me what you guys think of you know, this kind of a vlog. Do you like seeing the drills? Do you want more of the drills? You know, that kind of stuff. Put it in the comments down below for sure. Definitely make sure that you guys like and subscribe. There's some cool stuff that I'm working on right now. So make sure that you're all up to date on all that. Thank you to everyone that's been in support since day one, or even just support since yesterday, or even maybe this is your first time seeing the video. But I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Definitely be on the lookout. There's going to be a giveaway in the next video, so you definitely want to be tuned for that one. So see you in the next one, and as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.